Is this the thanks that I get for putting your pictures on? Is it my fault that all of your pictures gone? Should have sent a thank you note, you little Now I'm gonna wrap your coffin with a bow. Don't mind me. Let's go. Hello, hello, bonjour, my people. How are all you doing? I am back, black, and ready to pack. Um, I mean, no joke. I hate being on a plane, but like, I'm so ready to just be on the road again. Um, yeah, you know how it is when you've had something nice, but it takes you a little bit to fully digest it. Um, like I'm in that afterglow or whatever you call it, that moment. Um, I was gonna make the parallel between, me and a cow. You know how the cow brings back up the grass that's in the stomach in order to chew on it again, to ruminate. Um, yeah, but that's a nasty type of parallel. So maybe no. What I'm enjoying right now, what I'm experiencing is much cuter. So yeah, I'm in that space. I really wanna get my luggage and be over there somewhere, enjoying the world. Yeah. Let me give y'all some updates though. Um, I did receive my very first message on Spotify. So I got to discover that feature. Thank you to the person who contacted me, and they contacted me with a question. Um, okay, where is it? Okay, there you go. Let me read it to y'all. I love how you broke down your mommy's and daddy's social cultural conditioning. How does it affect you, and do you think you can break free from it? How do I get into that? Okay, so here's the thing. So I don't know who the person is. I just got numbers. I got 1130 whatever. I mean, so I don't know how to address you. Um, and by the way, y'all, if you have some questions, I mean, it'd be nice to have a name, um, just to make it like more, like just to feel like I'm talking to a human. Because I mean, no shade to the person, because I do appreciate the the fact that they took the time to write, but it sort of felt like like those journalists or bloggers whatever who step foot in the community and they want to like ask all these questions. They want to know all the secrets. They want to know the dirtiest of the secrets, the most secrets of the secrets. It was feeling a little like that. It was because I mean I have been approached that way multiple times. So it was sort of reminding me of that, and that's not really a good feeling. So it would be nice to have a name, and of course, like you can ask that your name, be remain anonymous, or you can just give me a fake name. It's fun too. Um, but yeah, that would be cool. Now, to go back to the question itself, though, I I don't know how comfortable I am. Like I was trying, and when I said it a couple times, that I'm not really trying to talk about all my family's, you know, mess and stuff. And I said quite a lot already. Um, but yeah, how does that affect me? How their social conditioning affects me, and do I think I can break free from it? I really, in order to answer that, I would have to go like deep into analysis, and I don't think I want to do that right now. Um, what I can say is that it sort of assumes that whatever their conditioning is, like how they were conditioned as children and young adults, um, that somehow it trickled down to me in some way, right? Even if it's not exactly the same way as as them, especially because it was two of them, like two different types of conditioning. Um, and but that's assuming that it created a type of prison for me, and I don't know if that's true. Um, I don't know. But yeah, I would have to like sit with that question and and maybe go deeper into it than I actually really want to do on the podcast. At least at this point, right? I So yeah, I'm not trying to dodge the question, but I am dodging the question. Don't be mad though. Keep the questions coming. But yeah, like let's make it more. Yeah, like I wanna know that I'm talking to a human over there. I'd love to know who you are. By the way, yeah, message me again. You can do it privately. You can do it. If you are on Spotify, you can click one of the links, the contact links, and message me, or message me again and ask that I don't that I keep it private, and I'll absolutely respect that. Yeah. Thank you so much for your question, and keep them coming. Oh yeah, do you have some money? Oh yeah, do you have some coin? Let me. This is so corny. Um, but you know the message. Do you have some money? Some extra change somewhere? Cause hey, baby, I need some coin. Um, you can share that with me by going to the website. That's ftnpod.com/. No slash, just go to ftnpod.com and you'll see the donate button at the top. And from there, you can either like do a one time donation, and that's whatever amount you want, or you can become a patron on Patreon. And, well, that starts at $2 a month. Just $2, baby. Right? Um, yeah, but you can also, and I will really appreciate it, you can also do the free thing and share this podcast. Like it, comment, you know, subscribe, give me a 5-star review. I mean, that's completely free, and that really, really helps. And I really appreciate that. So, yeah, thank you. Thank you already for what you're just about to do, because I know you're about to do it. I know you're about to do it. Okay, baby, let's go. Okay, so y'all are gonna think I'm cheating, but today's gonna be like a super, super quick episode. And I know I always say that, and it ends up being a lie. It ends up being a lie, because, the podcast ends up being like 35 minutes long. And I actually like long podcasts. That's what I love listening to while I do, while I cook, while I'm in the garden, while I do stuff, with my hands that don't really require my mind to be too active. Um, so yeah, but I don't know if y'all want to listen to that though. So I don't. What does the girl say? I'm gonna keep it black, but I'm gonna keep it brief. Yeah, but it's not as brief as hers. Um, Lene. Yeah, but today, okay, focus, girl, focus. Um, Today I'm gonna keep it brief. For real. Because I want to talk about self acceptance. I want to talk about, hmm, I want to talk about what happens when you realize your worth and how that changes everything. All right, story time. Well, not really, but let's just go with it. Once upon a time, 20 years ago, I was a little black trans girl. Well, not that little. I was 20. I'm 40, so yeah. But I was a young black trans woman. Actually, I was in the process of socially transitioning. Um, yeah, I was I was getting in there, and I believed what was said around me. I believed that trans women were not desirable. Well, I believed that people would only want to have sex with me, but not create anything serious with me. And I've always been the type of person who actually wanted, uh, yeah, I wanted, at the time, I really wanted like a relationship. I wanted something serious. Um, of course, I was interested in sex, but not with random people. I was, well, I mean, my mind is still the same. I mean, I'm in a different situation right now, but my mind hasn't really changed on that. It's like, it, yeah, I mean, I was not the type of hit and run type of person. Let me just say that. So, when a man would approach me, and even if he wasn't really someone I was interested in, you know, like if it's not, I mean, let's just say it was not cute enough. Not cute enough. Let me not say that. Let's say it. Okay, like let's say it if I didn't really think it was cute, or there was something wrong with his personality, but it was cute-ish. Um, and he was interested in me, then I would give him a chance. And yeah, I mean that I don't feel good saying that right now. But yeah, that's when you actually believe that, girl, you're not gonna get any better. Girl, he's not trying to jump your bones right away, or girl, he's got a job. Or like he's not calling you names or whatever. He didn't meet you on such and such website, because we didn't have the apps then. We had the websites. Um, it's this it's the scarcity mindset, I guess. It's like you're not gonna get any better than this, so you better be happy. And to any young trans person listening to this, young or not so young, because we may evolve out of this at different speeds, or also because we enter transition at a different age. Whoever needs to hear this, whoever is in that spot right now, when you realize that actually someone loves you, aka you're worthy of love because they love you, right? It doesn't matter that you are trans, or maybe it's part of why they love you. I don't know. But when you realize that it's possible, that it's actually possible, everything changes. Absolutely everything. And I don't want you to have to wait. I want you to know it. I want you to know it so you don't waste time. I want you to know it so you don't like give the time of day to people who, you know, just they're okay, or I don't, then they're not violent, so yeah, maybe, or yeah, he's violent, but he's fine, going to the movies with me. Like, no, um, it is possible to have a person who's actually in love with you, who enjoys your company, who wants you for more than what they can get out of you. Um, yeah, it is possible. And once you know that, once you're aware of that, like I said, everything changes. Everything is better. Like, the sex is better because you're only choosing partners based on what you want and not what you think you can get. You only choosing partners based on um, your desires, right? Not not in a way where this weird thing where you don't want to be an inconvenience, or you want to do things that, or rather you do things that you don't want to do because you think they like it and it will keep them around because um that's all you can get. Like, no. All of that is BS. And I just really need to say that and to repeat it. Okay, I've said it twice now, or three times, whatever. It's never enough. You know what? Play that back. I'm not gonna repeat it, but play that back, because you need to hear that again. Once you realize, or once you understand, even if you haven't experienced it yet, but once you understand that actually there are people out there who will just enjoy you just the way you are. Man, wow. It's just so different. Like, the way you look at your own body, and it doesn't matter like your surgical status, or and like whether or not you are where you want to be, but the way you accept yourself and you start loving yourself unconditionally, it's just different. It's just so different. And I really want everybody to experience that. So I remember when I was 22 years old, I met this guy who, he was cute or whatever. Um, and he was tall and, broad shoulders, nice pecs, muscles and stuff. I am so cliche, but whatever. That's just what it is. And and I'm tall, and like many people, I just like many women, I like a taller man. Whatever. Don't judge me. Or do whatever, it's fine. Um, yeah, but anyway, and I'm 5'10", so yeah, I understand that. Anyway, like I was saying, like, why am I justifying myself? It sounds like I'm judging myself, but whatever. So this guy, um, he was nice, but let's be real, he was a chaser. Um, and well, Not really. He was a little different, but he his understanding of transness, his understanding of what trans women, especially trans women who are not white, of what we went through was was low. It was to the flow, right? I hated that. Um, I hated that he had this type of image. I hated that, and I hated that I turned, like, I would not have certain discussions just so I could stay with him. um, Boo Boo the Fool. Um, I turned myself into a tool to keep him around. Like my body was a tool to keep him around. That is, I mean, like when you think about it later, no longer in that situation, it's it's sad. It's sad because it speaks to a lack of self-worth. And I'm not saying that 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 having sex with a person is what made me worth less. That's not what it is. It's not about purity. It's not about respectability. It's about, okay, I'm not necessarily enjoying this situation here, but but he looks not too bad. He has his own place. Um, we eat out sometimes. Um, like we seem to have, all the trappings of what a relationship is supposed to be like. Yeah, like I'm not gonna get any better. And that's not true. Cause like right after it, I found much better twice. Twice. Um, it's ridiculous. And now I know I'm gonna hear some comments about, yeah, but for you cis assumed girls it's different. And that's not true either. I mean, no, let me take that back. Not that it's not easier, because of course I think if you are cis assumed, and if on top of that you are deemed traditionally or conventionally, I'm sorry, conventionally beautiful, um, of course it changes things, right? It makes things easier. But it doesn't mean that it's impossible for anybody else who doesn't fit those two standards, right? Because that there are quite a few people, quite a few trans women who stay in relationships, who've been in long-term relationships, um, who are neither cis assumed nor fitting the conventional standards of beauty. Um, and not that being in a relationship is the barometer to you know to decide whether or not something, a person is loved or not, because there are some shitty relationships. But what I mean is that the possibility exists for those who want it. That does exist out there. I'm not saying that it's behind every corner, behind every door. at every corner. That's not what I'm saying. And that will be true for absolutely everyone, cis or trans, conventionally beautiful or not, etc. Cis assumed or not, like that's the truth for absolutely everybody. It's not everywhere, it's not all the time, and you're not always ready anyway. But what I'm saying is that it's important to know that it exists so that you don't get trapped in something bad while something good is, passing by. Because again, there's good stuff out there. I just want to say that. For once, I'm not lying. I'm gonna end it here. And yeah, ite misa est. Like, let me stop preaching. I would love to hear about you. I want to know. I want to know your experience with that, with self love, with how you, or if that ever happened to you, like how you found yourself through someone else's eyes, right? Because that's really what I'm talking about. That's what happened to me, and that's how I personally realized that, hey, girl, no, something else is, there's something else out there for you. Seeing someone looking at me, actually being like, you the person I want, like you, this here is home to me. um yeah, that that made me like rethink myself, and it's sad that it had to happen for me to understand that actually, no, I'm worth something. And actually I can get better. Actually, no, I do deserve better, right? Because it's also that, it's about what you deserve. um so yeah, how has that happened to you? And what do you think about that? I want to know. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your experiences. Share them with me. You know how to do. You check the show notes and you have all the contact information. Go there, click the links, send me a voice message, or send me an email, or do like, our mystery person did, 2 weeks ago. And yeah, go ahead and drop a comment on Spotify and let me your name, and let me know if or leave a fake name. If you're on Spotify, just leave a fake name and whatever. So I won't reveal your identity. Um, well, thank you. And don't forget to share, don't forget to comment, don't forget all that good stuff. And I'll talk to you soon. All right, take care, y'all. Bye bye.